everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's YouTube video of mine is going to be focused on my fitness history. So for those who don't know or haven't read my blog, which I'll post down below if you guys are interested in reading, I did post a post. Does that make sense? I posted a post. Yeah. Okay, so I posted a post about my fitness history and how I overcame many obstacles that come with fitness. I was a person that technically took fitness to a whole nother level. For many, it would be considered anorexia. So if you are interested in knowing how my fitness history was, then just keep watching. So to give you guys a little bit of background of how I was growing up, I was very thin. When I was very little, I was like really tiny, and I would always wear sweaters because I was not like confident of my arms. I thought they were too skinny and I didn't want to be made fun of, because in elementary I would get made fun of. Like, I had very ugly teeth, and even my crush would make fun of me and call me like Bugs Bunny and stuff like that, just because I had a very strong overbite. But yeah, so I hid my arms. When I got to high school, I ended up gaining this little pouch. If you guys don't know what a pouch is, or if you call it pooch, it's just a little gut on the lower tummy, and I got very insecure with it. Towards the end of my senior year, I was like, okay, I am gonna get rid of this pouch. Like, I'm gonna get very fit and I'm gonna be body goals. So I ended up working out. I ended up cutting out all sweets. And my friends even would ask me like, hey, you want some? Like, you're not eating today, like this and that, because I would not want the school lunch. I was like, I'm getting fit, like this food is crap. So I just didn't want anything. I'd say no. And yeah, so that was the beginning. It was really good. For let's say like 3 to 4 months, I looked really good. That December, I got a membership to start the new year, and that's when I felt very strong-headed with this working out, and I took it to the extreme levels of cutting out a lot of calories. Like, my minimum, well, maximum in this point, was 1,500, but it just wasn't the way to do it when I was losing so many calories with working out. Counting calories is something that not a lot of people should do. That should be at a professional point. A lot of bodybuilders do that, and I feel like if you're educated correctly, you should go ahead and do it. But if you have not made your research on counting calories, you should make plenty of research before you just start going straight at it. When I got my gym membership, I noticed that I escalated my cardio like to this level. It was like right here, like medium, and then I escalated to this level, and I started going to the gym every single day, and I would not skip a day of running. I would run 3 miles a day, and on a certain speed. Like, I would run, I believe, on speed 6, and would run that whole time. I wouldn't even stretch in the beginning. I just got to the gym, scanned my little card so I could go in, I would hop on a treadmill and run my heart out for 3 miles. I was the girl that everyone knew that would run. Like, everyone would just be walking, you know, getting a little cardio. No, me, I was freaking running. Like, you could hear the treadmill going boom, boom, boom. Like, I was just going strong at it, and I'm pretty sure the people that used to work there were like, damn, like, this girl has a problem. Like, running on the treadmill, I would lose about 200 calories, and then I would hop onto another machine and get at least 100 calories, and then go to a different machine and do another 100. So it'd possibly be of like a minimum of 400 calories I would be losing. And yeah, I was just obsessed with this cardio routine, and I saw results, of course. So of course, once you see results, you're gonna keep on going, and that's exactly what I did. I was working out every single day, and if I did skip one day of cardio and running, I would be so harsh on myself. I would be to the point where I would starve myself. Sometimes I would cut my calories to 1,000. That was my max, 1,000. So yeah, it just got really extreme with counting calories. Like, I can't stress enough that counting calories should be something that comes with education, because there's a right way of counting calories and then there's a wrong way. I noticed that it was becoming like more of a routine of me skipping and feeling so harsh on myself, but I noticed also that the starving kind of continuously went on, even on days where I would go to the gym and work out. I would honestly share what I used to eat, but I feel like this video shouldn't encourage people to go the route of working out and extreme. I mean, I did eat healthy, but I would just count calories to the point where it would be like 100 calories each meal. I would not want to like give you a certain like schedule of how I used to eat, just because I wouldn't want anybody to feel like, oh, I want that, like I want to get skinny that fast, like I want to eat like this and I will get results like her, and maybe stop in between and make sure that I don't go to that extreme. But if you start like doing what I did, there's no going back. Like, it's hard as it is to work out, but once you get to the point where you're just obsessed with going and doing it, like there's no stopping you. I will definitely post some pictures right now after I'm done with this clip so you guys can see exactly how skinny I got. I have a video of when there was strong winds in town, and my sister recorded me because I was really skinny to the point where I had to hold on to a post because I was flying away. Like, it was funny at the moment, but now that I look back at it, I'm like, damn, like I was really skinny and I didn't see that. Like, I would still question myself if I was still skinny. Like, there's one time where I asked my mom, is my thigh gap still showing? Because I need my thigh gap. And I asked her that and she's like, are you crazy? Like, of course your thigh gap is there. And I asked her that question just because I skipped a day of the gym and I felt very insecure, and I was like munching out on, I want to say cereal, because when you're starving yourself, your body's craving the worst stuff ever. I would eat like bowls and bowls of cereal, like when I had days like where my body was just asking for food. So that time, like, I asked my mom that and she was like, you're crazy, like you have it. I even made her take a picture just so I could see my thigh gap, and I feel like I still have the picture, and of course I will insert that as well. But like, to the point where I have to go and tell my mom to take a picture of me just so I know my thigh gap is still there, that is already telling me that I had a problem. At that moment, my mom's like, oh, well, you should go on YouTube and research some like people that have gone through anorexia. She wasn't saying it directly like, oh, you have anorexia, but she's like, why don't you look at videos, because I see you going through that path. So I did, and of course that day I was like, oh shoot, like I might have anorexia. But I noticed that the next day I was still the same, so I was very hard-headed and continued my routine, even though knowing or seeing videos of people going that route, like I didn't care. So this routine of cutting calories and running my heart out lasted for about 3 months, or not 3 months, 3 years. 3 years of doing this routine. I was never satisfied with myself. Like, I would look at myself in the mirror, even though I was really tiny, I would see something completely out of that. I would say, okay, I still need to work on myself, like I'm almost there, but I was just on something else. Like, it's like a drug. Like, it's crazy now that I think about it, like not being in that place. Like, I was extreme. You know you have a problem as well, like when you have family and friends asking if you're okay. Like, my friends and family looked at me and they're like, okay, she's really thin. My friend's mom would tell my friend, like, you should ask if she's okay. And I would honestly just say yes. I'm like working out, I'm eating healthy, like I'm healthy, don't worry. But deep down I knew that I had a problem, but I'm not gonna stop. I already was doing everything. Like, I have a routine, and if I were to go beyond, like out of that boundary of my routine, I felt bad. So no, I'm not gonna stop doing this at that time. Like, I'm gonna continue. I'm sure everyone at that time was scared for my well-being. Like, I just, like, seeing pictures is just like, how did I let myself get that thin? I really feel like social media has a great impact on us young women. I would honestly go on Instagram and look at these models with beautiful bodies, and I would always tell my sister, like, this is body goals, this is how I want to get. My Instagram was always girls that had beautiful bodies. Like, I had a problem just by looking at girls with beautiful bodies. That, I think, yeah. I mean, even to this day, I get influenced by social media completely, but I have more control of it now that I know, like, everything is not what you see in real life. Like, most of the time it's fake, but it really does get you still sometimes, and sometimes I still have to get away from the internet. Like, I have to take time away from the internet, because then I get to my head and I know when to control it and I know when I need it. So that's the good thing about now. I feel like getting pregnant really helped my mental state of working out, because right before I got pregnant I was still skinny, but now I had to make sure that I was eating correctly, like beyond, like I was scared. I didn't know what to eat. At the time I was vegan, and I even asked my boyfriend, hey, like, should I still be vegan? Like, is this a thing? Like, you know? And he said everyone was telling me to eat meat, and I was very at that state where everyone was telling me to eat meat, so I'm gonna eat meat. So I ended up eating meat throughout my whole pregnancy just because I was scared. Just beyond my history, I was like, I need to eat correctly, and I don't want anything to go bad with this baby, because this baby is gonna be my life. It's just crazy when you get pregnant. It's not about you anymore. No, I'm not telling you to get pregnant if you are going through something like this. I am saying get help before it gets worse. If I didn't get pregnant though, I feel like I don't know where I'd be right now. On the description I will definitely put some numbers you can call just in case you are going through that minus state, or just honestly reach out to me. I wouldn't mind going out of my way and helping you get help. I am doing this video just for those who are going through that situation. Know that I'm here. I went through it and I was able to overcome it through pregnancy, but I'm not saying again to get pregnant, but to find something to get your mind off food and working out at that moment, because that is all you really think about when you're at that state of mind. That's all. Nothing else matters. So I am ending this video by closing out with the person that gave me life, and I believe she's the reason why I'm still here. So I am so thankful to God up there for giving me such a blessing. But if you guys really enjoyed this video of me getting very personal and deep with you guys, please like and comment below if you have any questions or if you're going through something like this, because I would definitely love to help you out when you need it the most. And if you guys are interested on my new workout routines and how I stay healthy by eating the correct foods, then leave a comment below as well telling me that you are interested in looking at a video like that, so I can make one for you. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.